I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. When I got cut from the varsity team as a sophomore in high school, I learned something. I knew I never wanted to feel that bad again. I never wanted to have that taste in my mouth, that hole in my stomach. So I set a goal of becoming a starter on the varsity. In college, I never realized the opportunities available to a pro athlete. I've been given the chance to meet all kinds of people, to travel and expand my financial capabilities, to get ideas and learn about life, to create a world apart from basketball. My attitude going into training camp as a rookie was to impress. I wanted to impress my teammates, my coaches, the owners, everybody. I wanted them to say, "This kid is special. This kid has the right mind, the right skills, the right motivation." I don't do things half-heartedly, because I know if I do, I can expect half-hearted results. Most people get it the honest way, by setting their goals and committing themselves to achieving their goals. That's the only way I did it anyway. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. Every time I feel tired while I am exercising and training, I close my eyes to see that picture, to see that list with my name. This usually motivates me to work again. Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. I hope the millions of people I've touched have the optimism and desire to share their goals and hard work and persevere with a positive attitude. I set another goal, a reasonable, manageable goal that I could realistically achieve if I worked hard enough. I approached everything step by step. I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it. Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion. Another day, another opportunity to prove everyone who doubts you wrong. There are plenty of teams in every sport that have great players and never win titles. Most of the time, those players aren't willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. The funny thing is, in the end, their unwillingness to sacrifice only makes individual goals more difficult to achieve. One thing I believe to the fullest is that if you think and achieve as a team, the individual accolades will take care of themselves. Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try. Sometimes a winner is just a dreamer who never gave up. You can practice shooting 8 hours a day, but if your technique is wrong, then all you become is very good at shooting the wrong way. Get the fundamentals down, and the level of everything you do will rise. It's better to shoot and miss than to let time run out and wonder what if. The reason I became such a successful athlete was because my mind was saying that no matter who you put up against me, I am better. I am the best. I've always believed that if you put in the work, the results will come. If you're trying to achieve, there will be roadblocks. I've had them. Everybody has had them. But obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, Don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. If you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working on it. Look me in the eye. It's okay if you're scared. So am I. But we are scared for different reasons. I am scared of what I won't become, and you are scared of what I could become. Look at me. I won't let myself end where I started. I won't let myself finish where I began. I know what is within me, even if you can't see it yet. Look me in the eyes. I have something more important than courage. I have patience. I will become what I know I am. I never feared about my skills because I put in the work. Work ethic eliminates fear. So if you put forth the work, what are you fearing? You know what you're capable of doing and what you're not. Focus like a laser, not a flashlight. I know fear is an obstacle for some people, but it is an illusion to me. Failure always made me try harder next time. My attitude is that if you push me towards something that you think is a weakness, then I will turn that perceived weakness into a strength. Anything can happen if you are willing to put in the work and remain open to the possibility. Dreams are realized by effort, determination, passion, and staying connected to that sense of who you are. You don't show up on game day and expect to be great. Greatness happens in practice. You have to expect things of yourself before you can do them. If you quit once, it becomes a habit. Never quit. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. If you do the work, you get rewarded. There are no shortcuts in life. Winners don't just learn the fundamentals, they master them. You have to monitor your fundamentals constantly, because the only thing that changes will be your attention to them. A coach is someone that sees beyond your limits and guides you to greatness. My advice is to find fuel in failure. Sometimes failure gets you closer to where you want to be. I can never stop working hard. Each day I feel that I have to improve. Hard work, determination. I got to keep pushing myself. You have to be uncompromised in your level of commitment to whatever you are doing, or it can disappear as fast as it appeared. Excellence isn't a 1 week or 1 year ideal. It's a constant. There will be days when you don't feel on top of your game, or meetings in which you aren't at your best, but your commitment remains constant. No compromises. Be true to the game, because the game will be true to you. If you try to shortcut the game, then the game will shortcut you. If you put forth the effort, good things will be bestowed upon you. That's truly about the game, and in some ways, that's about life too. If you accept the expectations of others, especially negative ones, then you never will change the outcome. To be successful, you have to be selfish, or else you never achieve. And once you get to your highest level, then you have to be unselfish. Stay reachable, stay in touch, don't isolate. I never looked at the consequences of missing a big shot. When you think about the consequences, you always think of a negative result. I play to win, whether during practice or a real game, and I will not let anything get in the way of me and my competitive enthusiasm to win. When I lose the sense of motivation and the sense to prove something as a basketball player, it's time for me to move away from the game. The game of basketball has been everything to me. My place of refuge, place I've always gone where I needed comfort and peace. It's been the site of intense pain and the most intense feelings of joy and satisfaction. It's a relationship that has evolved over time, given me the greatest respect and love for the game. There is no such thing as a perfect basketball player, and I don't believe there is only one greatest player either. The good part about being famous is being able to help people. The hard part is every day you have to be in a good mood, because that is what people expect. You learn to get good at it. Maybe it's my own fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner, that my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game, or maybe you're just making excuses. The basketball court, for me, during a game, is the most peaceful place I can imagine. On the basketball court, I worry about nothing. When I'm out there, no one can bother me. It's a heavy duty to try to do everything and please everybody. My job was to go out there and play the game of basketball as best I can. People may not agree with that. I can't live with everyone's impression of what I should or what I shouldn't do. People can fly. Some people fly higher than others, that's all. My father used to say that it's never too late to do anything you wanted to do. And he said, you never know what you can accomplish until you try. My father. He was there when I didn't understand. He was there when I was wrong. He was there when I cried. He was there when I lied. For some reason, my dad was always there when I needed him the most. His love was never ending. And now that he's gone, there is an emptiness in my world, but not in my heart. People say they wish they were Michael Jordan. Okay, do it for a year. Do it for 2 years. Do it for 5 years. When you get past the fun part, then go do the part where you get into cities at 3 a.m. and you have 15 people waiting for autographs when you're as tired as hell.